Okay, so I just have a few questions for you. Good morning. My name is Joanne Weaver. I'm the health reporter at the St. Louis American newspaper. So I'll just be writing a feature piece on the pharmacy in Walnut Park now.
Okay,
And I know I have the
that's
pleasure of
good.
speaking with Dr. Tracy Reed, but could I get the other name too? Your name? Your name?
Yes, hi, I'm Dr. Jensine Chaco. I am the
Yes.
pharmacist in charge at TPD Pharmacy.
Gotcha. And I have that name. Good to put a face with a name though. So my first question is for either one of you, or both of you could answer. Um, Sorry, my questions disappeared. Uh, Dr. Reed, why did you feel compelled to bring a pharmacy to this area?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that the patients that come to my office have better access to medication a little bit quicker than if they go to other pharmacies and I have to wait for them to get the medication or hope that they got the medication. So the pharmacy is right in my office for now, and it is, I can make sure they get their medication and we know what they're taking. And it's just more convenience for me, but more of accountability on the patient. And so I know that they're getting what I'm prescribing, because a lot of times we write prescriptions and we don't know if the patient actually picked up the medication. We don't know if they're using it. Sometimes they'll say they picked it up, or sometimes they'll say, no, I didn't pick it up. I didn't know it was there. I had no idea. And then we're 3 months down the line and something that could have been handled, we have to start all the way over again. I have to make sure that they get medication. So it was really just for me to make sure that my patients were getting medication.
Okay, sounds good. And Dr. Chaco, being the pharmacist in charge, what is your perspective on the pharmacy that's now available to Walnut Park residents?
I think it's wonderful. To kind of recap what Dr. Reed had just mentioned. It's just making it easier also for not just the provider, but also the patient to be able to get their medications. And also, if they have any questions or anything like that, they don't just have to lean on just the pharmacist, but they can also lean on the physician, because we have an in-house physician that we can refer to at any point. So as far as our community around here goes, I would say it's an extra perk to have not only just a pharmacist helping them with their medications, but having an on-site physician to refer to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And so this question is for the both of you. Why is community work so important to you?
Oh, go ahead. So for me, well, I'm from an Indian background. I was raised by my mother, who is a nurse, and she's always been just on the forefront for healthcare, and constantly come home, told me about stories about patients and how it's unfair, or patients who deserve a certain level of care, or whatever it may be, whatever their disease requires. They don't get it, because there's just so many obstacles in the way, whether it be finances or just not being able to physically get to places. Anyhow, all of this to say, I have a heart for just people who don't have that access all the time, who need that help.
Mm-hmm.
As far as me, I've been working in this community for 20 plus years at this point. We're going on 21. And my father actually was the one who made me put my office here. He was like, this is where you're going to work, and this is where you're going to be. So I've always been a church member in the community, and I've been here for such a long time. And I just see so many people that don't, like she said, just don't get good health care. And I can't stand that. I can't stand when I see people who could have gotten something handled and they didn't for whatever reason. Or sometimes we may not get the care that we just should be getting.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm here. And I just want to help the community as much as I can with their healthcare needs.
Okay, sounds good. How were you able to make this happen?
The pharmacy?
Mhm.
Oh, I had some help in the beginning because that's a lot of paperwork to open up a pharmacy. So I had some consultants that helped me to start the entire pharmacy.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
that's pretty much it. Consultants and open up. Here we are.
Very simple. I like it straightforward.
Yeah.
Those are most of my questions. I was going to ask the purpose of the pharmacy, but you already covered that. Is there anything else that you would like to add that you will want the St. Louis American readers to know about your pharmacy?
Yes, actually. So most of it can be read on the article that was recently posted on St. Louis Dispatch, which I'm sure you've read already. But it's basically people who have questions about their health care, people who have concerns, whether it be for themselves, for their family members, whoever it may be. We are in a great place for them to access us for whatever that may be. Again, like I really want to like press on the fact that most pharmacies don't have physicians in office. And half the battle with the pharmacy is patients getting their prescriptions on time or just needing like pharmacists needing clarification on prescriptions. And it usually takes a very long time, whether it be days or weeks, to like get any response back. But all of that, what it does to the patient, it just pushes their treatment further and further away, which can possibly or potentially put them in like a much worse place in whatever they're going through, whatever diseases or ailments they're going through. But here, again, we have not only one physician, I have 3 physicians that I can refer to at any point. So we can help expedite all of that waiting time. And again, it will make a patient feel more comfortable knowing not only does my pharmacist say this, but there's a physician who also does that as well or backs it up, like, okay, I'm clearly being cared for. So that's really like I want to stress out to like the community around us. Like we are here and we are here to help.
And also, we just got contacted by a company called Biomedic, and they saw the article and they said that they wanted to help the community. So they're sending us equipment so that we can now do screenings for peripheral artery disease, depression, fall risk assessments, and some other software that we can use to kind of screen people and maybe direct them to where they can get more help or more services.
Yeah.
Okay. When are you expecting to receive that equipment by?
Probably next week, but then a box just came today, so I'm not sure what's in it. It might be it. I saw it across the hallways. I don't know. But very, very soon. Very, very soon.
Okay. I'll be sure to include that in the article. Thank you so much, ladies, for your time this morning. Those are all of my questions. I anticipate this.
I'm sorry, Joy. If I could just add to what I think is very unique is if you're familiar with the Walnut Park area, there
Mhm.
is just like no other pharmacy like within walking distance of that neighborhood. So they are really providing a strong service to Walnut Park because if you notice there are no Walgreens or Schnucks or anything in that location or neighboring locations. So we just really felt that it was important to get that word out to the community that look, there is a pharmacy in your neighborhood. So don't let that be an excuse not to get your medicine.
Absolutely. Not to get too personal, but my mom, she actually grew up near the Walnut Park area. So this article, the pharmacy opening in this area kind of hit close to home for me. So I thought more people should know about this.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Mhm.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope this article goes in our publication next Thursday. So I'll keep a
Okay.
timeline on that. I had a quick question. I saw that you sent over photos to possibly go along with this story. Would I be able to schedule a time where both of you can get shot by our staff photographer?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That sounds good. What does your availability look like for next week, Monday and Tuesday?
I'll be here all day. I know I'll be here. Yeah, I should be here all day Monday and all day Tuesday. So I don't know about Sue. You're coming Tuesday?